Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope you are all having a wonderful Sunday night. Hope you had a great weekend, nice and relaxing. We're able to recuperate, do something for yourself. Uh, I will give everyone just a few minutes to get popped on here and then we will rock and roll. Alrighty. Well, you all know me. My name is Mo from Rushmore CrossFit. Super excited that you're here with me this evening to discuss 10 health foods that aren't all they are cracked up to be and 3 foods you'll want to start including in your diet. Just a little brief background here. Healthy Steps Nutrition has helped over 40,000 people all around the world take control of their health. Here's a couple examples of their amazing success stories. If you're wanting to be a success story like this, reach out to us. We can help you. Um, it's far from easy to try and do it alone, so we're here to help you, help you understand the information, figure out what's best for you. So, nutrition at Rushmore CrossFit is the best way to get in touch with us. Let's see here. So, let's just get right into it. I'm going to share with you a product that has nutritional claims that aren't all they are cracked up to be. Most of you have probably seen alkaline water at the grocery store or gas station. Some of you, like me, might not know what exactly alkaline even means in the sense of water that we're drinking, so I did some research. Alkaline means to have a pH greater than 7, which normal tap water has a pH of around 7, so it's neutral, whereas alkaline water has a higher pH, meaning it is more basic. The health claim behind this water is that it will neutralize the acid in your bloodstream. By doing this, it also is claiming to prevent diseases like cancer and heart disease. Um, Really, when it comes down to it, alkaline water will change the pH of your urine and saliva, but not your actual body's blood. Blood pH. Our bodies are very sensitive and need to stay within a very small range for many parameters, including our pH, and our bodies are very good at staying within those ranges without the help of falsely advertised pH water. Long story short, will this water hurt you? Not physiologically, but it might take a toll on your wallet. So that is a perfect example. The bottom line is that marketing companies for food products don't care about your health. They care about persuading you to buy their product. Did you know that companies invest in research, development, and marketing long before their actual product is developed? And I'm sure you have some guesses as to why. The reasoning behind this is that customers are willing to pay more for a product that has generated more demand. So the more a company is able to get the public interested in their product, the more they can charge. Many companies will claim their product has a particular beneficial nutritional property, like changing your pH levels. Some of those claims may not even be entirely false, but more than likely is stretching the truth when you really start to break it down. While food labels have regulations set forth by the government, their number one focus is still profit. So now let's dive into the 10 foods that aren't worth the squeeze. So be sure to follow along in your workbook. Um, I can link that. I'll link that in the chat for you guys. Um, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Granola and granola bars. This is a popular health food. Granola and granola bars are great on the go snacks to keep our energy up throughout the day. Many companies realize that these appeal to busy consumers, gym goers, kids. Um, to make them even more appealing, you may see them with health claims including heart healthy or lowers cholesterol, high protein snack. Because of this marketing, they have become a staple in our carts, but they may not be the best choice for us. Granola bars are seen as a great source of energy, but what if I told you that energy goes just as quickly as it comes? Let's look at the nutrition label for more insight. Granola bars are often high in one macronutrient, which would be carbohydrate, paired with a high amount of added sugar to make it taste good to us. While this will give you immediate energy, it will not keep you full or fueled for long. Um, this heavy carb, heavy sugar snack will cause a quick spike in your blood sugar, which will help you feel energized, and then you get that massive crash that a lot of us experience. Even bars that are higher in protein, like Cliff bars, are still packed with an average of 20 grams of added sugar. Just a reminder for those of you who are new, the American Heart Association recommends no more than 38 grams of added sugar per day for men and 25 grams of added sugar for women. So, just one of those bars is nearly an entire day's worth of your recommended sugar intake. Cold cereals are another convenient favorite. It's actually the most popular breakfast food consumed by 31% of Americans who said that they eat breakfast regularly. Many cereal brands market directly to kids by including cereal box toys, using fun mascots, even being placed at eye level on the shelf. No wonder you can't leave the store without your kids asking for at least one box, right? I know Hunter has his favorites. Many cereals will make claims like heart healthy or a good source of fiber or protein or contain whole grains, when actually they can be packed with sugar, sodium, simple carbohydrates, and even less protein and fiber than they are seeming to imply. So let's take a look at the nutrition label of one popular cereal brand. In one cup, there is only 1.4 grams of fiber and 12 grams of sugar. Flavored oatmeal, another one of those easy breakfast go tos with tricky marketing. Much like breakfast cereals, you will see similar claims with a lot more emphasis on its heart healthy properties. This comes from the fact that oatmeal is a food naturally higher in fiber. A diet high in fiber has been shown to better manage blood sugar levels, cholesterol, and decrease blood pressure, which helps our hearts to stay strong and healthy. But instant flavored oatmeals typically do not have the same properties. Instant oatmeal is processed more, and during that processing, loses most of its fiber content. Remember, companies make products like these to make a profit off of consumers by making them think it is healthy while also appealing to their taste preferences. While oatmeal can be a terrific source of heart healthy whole grains, it's important to check the nutritional label before purchasing these products. Flavored instant oatmeal, in particular, is highly processed food with less fiber and more added sugar. Both of these will lead to that spike in blood sugar, followed by the crash we talked about with the cereal. Remember, read the nutrition label. Choose less processed oatmeal, such as steel cut or old fashioned oats, with minimal amounts of added sugar. Try adding fruit, which is a natural source of sugar, for flavor and other micronutrients. Next up, yogurt. Flavored yogurt. Yogurt is packed with calcium, protein, and probiotics to keep our bones strong and our guts healthy. Unfortunately, many flavored yogurts have a lot of added sugars to increase the palatability of the flavor. Some brands have over 20 grams of added sugar per serving. If we remember back to the granola bars, men should limit their added sugar intake to 35 grams and women to 25. If you ate just one container of yogurt with that much sugar, then you have already met your daily limit. Flavored yogurts can also contain artificial dyes, preservatives, and other added ingredients that aren't good for us. When choosing yogurts, try finding a Greek yogurt, which is higher in protein with less than 5 grams of added sugar. Smoothies. Smoothies can be very refreshing and versatile way to increase your fruit, veggie, and or protein consumption. They can be loaded with fiber, protein, and healthy fats. And you know what they say, variety is the spice of life. While smoothies can be a great way to spice up your fruit and veggie consumption, they may not be all they're cracked up to be. Many of these smoothie shops are prepackaged smoothies. Um, excuse me. Many smoothie shops and prepackaged smoothies have a large quantity of added sugar. Another misconception around smoothies is that they're a low calorie snack, which is great for weight loss. Not always the case. Some smoothies can pack in over 1,000 calories depending upon the size and ingredients. Acai bowls. Um, Acai has gotten a rap to be a superfood, but does it actually do what they say it does? Many claims say that acai bowls can benefit your brain, heart, and overall health because of the high antioxidant content, but there is no actual evidence backing this up. It is a good source of fiber, calcium, potassium, and vitamin A, but that does not make it a quick fix to your health problems or weight loss. Oftentimes, you will see this as food for weight loss. However, many places out there have packed these weight loss bowls with over 400 calories and a whole lot of added sugar that will spike your blood sugar. Another downfall to these is that commercially prepared acai bowls can be extremely expensive. Although the brand may promote health and wellness and use fresh fruit and honey to top your bowl with, does not mean it's worth the cost. Sports drinks. There's a never ending list of sports drink brands. These products seem like a good source of hydration, usually containing electrolytes. But many of these sports drinks are packed with sugar derived from high fructose corn syrup. This is the same carbohydrate source found in soft drinks. Would you use a Coke to fuel during your endurance run? No? Then don't consume high fructose corn syrup in your sports drinks. A 20-ounce serving of Gatorade Thirst Quencher contains 36 grams of sugar. That is only a little less than the average soda, which again is more than the recommended amount. While carbohydrates and sugar for long lasting workouts can improve performance, the best way to rehydrate is by drinking water. So next time, skip the sports drinks and look at regular water with an electrolyte supplement if you need, with no added sugars. Protein bars. This one may shock you. Protein bars seem to become the holy grail of on the go snacks, but they can be misleading and downright tricky. They are marketed as a healthy, high protein snack to help you build muscle or even lose weight. But again, we need to be checking the nutrition labels. These bars can be high in calories and even sneakily add quite a bit more sugar than you would expect. So much so that there is only a slight difference between the protein bar and a candy bar. Although it might taste great, they can do much more harm than good. Some protein bars can be a good source of protein, fiber, and healthy fats, but others are high in sugar and lack other essential nutrients. We need to remember the place for a protein bar. It can be a great on the go snack or quick grab to fuel or recover from a workout, but when possible, we should definitely choose whole food options. There are a wide variety of protein bar brands out there, but we need to take the time to look at the nutrition facts label rather than picking the most advertised brand. If you're looking for a recommendation, we recommend RX bars as they only contain 4 whole ingredients and they are high in protein with no added sugars. Gluten-free products. How many of you think that gluten-free snack products are healthier than conventional snack products? Many people can fall into this trap, but it is important to remember that conventional products are rich in fibers, vitamins, and minerals that gluten-free products lack. Many gluten-free snack products are processed and contain sugar, fats, and additives that are not beneficial to our health goals. Just because a product is gluten-free does not make it any healthier than the alternative. Additionally, buying gluten-free can be more expensive. Marketers know consumers are willing to pay extra for a product if it seems to be healthier. The only real reason to buy gluten-free items is if you have celiac disease or a gluten sensitivity. Keto-friendly products. If you've been grocery shopping lately, you know that there is a keto version of just about everything. Keto-friendly packaged products are often highly processed. As we know, processed foods can have many unwanted added ingredients that can have a negative impact on our health. We should also remember that our body's main source of energy is carbohydrates. When we can incorporate a balance of all 3 macronutrients, we will feel more energized and satisfied, helping us to better achieve our goals. Keto products and the keto diet aim to minimize carbohydrates in the diet, which may not be the best balance for achieving your goals. Keto products are a marketing scheme to make money off of a popular diet and are often high in protein and fat, which often come in a higher caloric intake. These may make it harder for you to stay within your needed energy balance if you're looking to lose weight. If you're attempting the keto diet or any diet, it is preferred to choose whole foods over processed ones. Okay, so that was a lot of foods. That may have seemed tricky, surprising. If you have any questions, drop them in the chats for me. I'm trying to keep an eye on that. Um, so we will go ahead and just dive right into 3 foods we should be including in our diet. Whole grains and fibers. The first food we want to include in our diet is whole grains to increase our fiber intake. Fiber helps regulate the body's use of sugar and keeps us feeling more full and more satisfied for longer. Soluble fiber is a great way to lower blood glucose levels and cholesterol. Good sources of these include oatmeal, beans, nuts, apples, and blueberries. Insoluble fiber helps food moving through your digestive system. Good sources of insoluble fiber include whole wheat products, quinoa, and leafy greens. Children and adults need at least 25 to 35 grams of fiber per day, but many Americans get only around 15 grams a day. Lean protein. The second food we want to include in your diet is sources of lean proteins. The USDA defines lean protein as containing less than 10 grams of total fat and fewer than 4.5 grams or less of saturated fat per portion size. Lean protein can increase lean protein can increase your feeling of fullness, maintain and build muscle, promote weight loss, and keep your body functioning properly. We should aim to have about 30% of our total calories as protein each day. The first way to increase our lean protein intake is to use whole foods. Some of our favorite sources are skinless chicken breast, white fish, tuna, plain Greek yogurt, beans, and my personal favorite, cottage cheese. If you are having trouble meeting your daily goals with whole foods, you can supplement with whey protein. It is the gold standard, and liquid forms of this are the easiest to digest. Fresh, frozen, and canned produce. The third food we want to include in our diet is produce. Produce can be found fresh, frozen, and canned. Fresh fruits and vegetables make great on the go snacks. When shopping for fresh produce, look for seasonal choices. In season produce will have better flavor and could even have a reduced price. Contrary to common belief, frozen fruits and vegetables are another great option. They are picked at peak ripeness and frozen immediately to lock in all nutritional value. They can be a great alternative to fresh because they can last for months in the freezer and are more economically favorable. Canned fruits and vegetables are convenient and budget friendly. They are a great item to buy in bulk to keep stocked up if you cannot find time for the store. They also do not expire quickly, so you won't have to worry about eating it within a certain time period. Two things to watch for when shopping frozen and canned fruits and vegetables is the amount of added sugar and amount of sodium. So let's just take a quick trip through the HSN principles. I know that was a lot of information. Some of you might be wondering what you can do to start reaching your goals. While reading the nutrition label is a great place to start becoming more aware of what you are putting into your body, the HSN principles are provided for you here. So, so you can start taking control of your health one habit at a time. Number one, add more whole foods into your diet. Start choosing whole food options and less processed foods packed with sodium, fat, and sugar. A simple way to start this is by reshaping your plate using the plate method. You should look to have half your plate of non-starchy veggies, a fourth of your plate in lean protein, and a fourth of your plate with starchy carbs, and include a mindful, healthy fat. Number two, focus on balance. When I say balance, I mean, does every meal and snack that you consume throughout the day contain carb, protein, and fats? Pairing each meal and snack with all three of these macronutrients will help you feel fuller and help you feel fuller for longer. Number 3, limit the added sugar. Like we talked about already, the American Heart Association recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women and 9 for men. The average person consumes over 150 pounds of sugar per year, which equates to roughly 46 teaspoons per day. Not surprising, sugar is super addicting and it feels like it's hidden in almost every food product you find in a package. Um, we'll just take a couple moments here to answer some of the questions we get asked quite frequently. The first one, how do I know if it's healthy or not? Nutritional values will depend and vary from brand to brand, as well as your own personal nutritional needs. Um, will help to determine if a product is specifically healthy for you. Something to keep in mind is that although a brand has more money to advertise their product, does not mean it is actually more healthy for you. Let's talk a little bit about how to read a nutrition label to decide if a product is actually healthy or not. So the first thing we want to look at is number 1, the serving size. It's going to be right here at the top. Serving information contains the number of servings in the package and the serving size. All the nutrition information that is listed on the label, including the number of calories, refers to the size of the serving. Step number 2, look at the calories. Calories provide a measure of how much energy you get from a serving of food. The number of calories that you consume depends on the number of servings that you eat. Step number 3, saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars are nutrients identified to consume less of. It's going to be under this nutrients area here. Dietary fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium are nutrients identified to consume more of. Total sugars on the nutrition facts label include sugars present naturally as well as any added sugars that may be present in the product. It's always going to be broken down right here. Step number 4. The percent daily value is the percentage of the daily value for each nutrient in a serving of food. It shows how much of a nutrient in a serving of food contributes to a total daily diet and helps you determine if a serving of food is high or low in a nutrient. What if I don't like veggies? I've heard this so many times, and maybe this applies to you. I want to challenge that maybe you just haven't found the way that you like them prepared. Roasting your veggies for a nice crunch rather than mushy veggies, changing up the seasoning that you use, different flavors, something you're excited about, finding ways to sneak them into recipes and homemade smoothies, all great ways to get veggies in that you might not even notice. Where should I start? That's a great question. I want you to start with one thing at a time. Maybe there's something that you already have in mind, or maybe it's one of the things that we discussed today. But again, the best and fastest way to reach your goals is to work one on one with a nutrition coach to build an individualized plan just for you. Industry and marketing play a huge role in getting customers to buy their products. They use many different techniques that add value to the product and persuade consumers to purchase. Companies invest in research, development, and marketing long before their product is actually developed. The reasoning behind that is that consumers are willing to pay more for a product that has generated more demand. Now we know it can be confusing to navigate this information alone, but luckily for you, you're not alone. Our nutrition coaches here at Rushmore CrossFit want to help you navigate these marketing strategies. If you have questions about specific brands or a specific group of items, we are the perfect resource to reach out to. Lastly, remember to check nutrition labels even if you have heard claims about certain products. More than likely, if something sounds too good to be true, it is. If you're unsure, always reach out to one of the nutrition coaches and they can help dive deeper into these common misconceptions. Remember, today we discussed the 10 health foods that aren't all they are cracked up to be and 3 foods you want to include. Thank you so much for your time today. I can't wait to see you next month. Um, I'll give it a couple minutes here for anybody to pop on with any questions that they might have and or any thoughts, comments, anything like that. Next month, we're going to be talking about 3 nutrition myths that might surprise you. Haven't seen any questions come through. All right, guys. Well, if you do have any questions, feel free to find me in the gym. Grab Trey, whomever. Love to answer any questions that you have. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you all this week at the gym. Bye.